I am so excited to bring you guys another episode of the New World Top 5 Fights. If you guys are new to this series, it is a series showing off some of the best PvP players that we have in the game. You guys send in your awesome clips and we take the 5 best clips, throw some commentary over top, and of course give everybody a good shout out and links to everybody featured down below if you want to see what builds they're running and maybe just check out more gameplay from them. But man, I am so excited to bring this series back, especially since there are so many people playing now. So yeah, if you guys have an awesome fight that you would love to see in the top 5 series, you can send it to Kristofer at pvpnewworld.com. And well, for the footage we have for this top 5, because it's been such a long time since I made the last episode, a lot of the footage is from the previous patch. That being said, there aren't really any huge balance changes that came between these two patches, so gameplay wise, outside of Hatchet being super OP right now, things should be mostly the same. So without further ado, let's get into the first fight that we have for you guys today, and this is brought to us by Aram. He is playing a medium armor sword and shield spear build. And yeah, this is a scary build. He has got really good damage on it, and if you look at that health value, he's sitting at over 21,000 health. Now, he talked to me a bit about this build while I was streaming, and he says he's got the Ironheart on it, and when you see the shirking heals proccing for over 4k, oh my god, this is a scary build, especially with Spear and the stam sustain that you can get from Spear. And look at Aram just cycling that ultimate for healing as well. This is probably one of the scariest builds in the game right now, and Aram, he knows how to play it, and he's playing it well. You can see even outnumbered in melee combat, he is trading so effectively with these guys, putting really good damage in, dodging a lot of their critical moves, and landing those huge stuns. That sweep combo, critting for well over 4k. Oh my god, that's... to have 20k health and be critting for over 4k, that's crazy. Yeah, especially in medium armor. This build is really impressive, and you can see Aram finding himself slowly getting piled on by this group. He sees 4 players coming his way, so he decides he's going to try to break a little bit of distance and see if he can split them up. Unfortunately, he eats the incoming stun, turns around right away with lots of aggression, and he slows the camera down just a little bit there, but he gets a really good counter stun, and then he double dodge through the hammer and the incoming attacks from the other players, and he manages to get out of that pretty scot-free. And look at those huge shirking heals procs, sorry. Man, Ironheart, that health setup is looking good, and Aram just tanking out the damage. Honestly, he's got stuff coming back on cooldown so he can turn around and be a bit aggressive here. And I love how he approaches this fight. Right away, he opens with the heavy and he goes into the enemy group. And look how he dodges here. He's not going in the same direction over and over. Lots of direction changes, and it's making these guys miss tons of attacks. And you can see he's being very aggressive in all these rolls, and it's making these guys lower and lower health. So they either commit to a very dangerous offense against him, or they have to back up and heal, and it works in Aram's favor. He just manages to escape out of there, gets a fantastic counter stun. There is the pokes to bring him down, and he slows the camera down here again, but he dodges one way and then dodges back the way he came. Again, that direction change, and this poor guy, he falls for it, man. He uses his gap closer right off the edge of the cliff, and Aram gets a little bit of distance with his spear there, turns around after healing up. And man, this build's scary. Even at below 50% HP, he's still got a ton of bulk to him. And Aram just trading so effectively with this guy, putting tons of damage in. Really well played. What a scary build. Moving on to the next fight, we have got a super fast bow rapier gameplay from BlackSophie. Right away taking the 1vx kill against that player. I love the heavy attack into the evade backwards. Really good pressure there while staying safe. Really well timed on the flourish and finish. And the enemy player coming in too aggressive. Sophie manages to get a really nice shot on the bow. Beautiful dodge on the incoming spear player, and that's where it ends. Yeah. Sorry, that was really nicely played though, so I did want to include it. And honestly, we need more clips for the top 5, so you guys send in those top 5 clips. Moving on to our next fight, we have got TDRainFish, and he plays, I've seen him play lots of mage. He plays a lot of stuff, but I love watching him play Fire Staff and Ice Gauntlet. He has got such clean gameplay, and I know he's got crazy high DPI on the mouse here too, but man, the cancel combos with this is just beautiful, and you can see TD just putting the pressure on, taking these guys down one at a time. Finally, 3 players come out. Beautiful combo there. He goes into the roots, backs up into the AoE on the Ice Gauntlet, spikes into that player, huge damage on the Fire Staff, and everybody in that fight taking huge damage from TD, and he's coming out pretty scot-free in the middle there, throwing down the Ice Storm again, turning around the Fireball, and the enemy player there just caught by that last heavy attack. TD goes for the gap close to get back through the enemy players, and he's going to quickly heal up, go back around this corner. And damn, I just love watching the clean transition, especially switching into that Ice Gauntlet and going for that spike. TD just trying to get himself a little bit of health here to heal up. It looks like one player coming around on the left. He throws down the Fireball. So much damage. Oh my god, this poor guy goes down to the burn. TD wins it. And moving on to our next fight, we have got BearZoo. And this, oh man, we'll just commentate it. So you can see here, Bear's just doing his thing, running right through the enemy group and then just looping back around the pole here. I love seeing it. It's great. Turns everybody around, gets his team a little bit of damage into one of the enemy players there, and then a friendly's taking damage. Bear just jumps right on top and tries to put a bit of pressure in there, but a ton of enemy healers and a ton of range pressure. And Bear just goes for it right into the back line of the enemy. Really good positioning here. Lots of direction changes. He's even jumping in the air, which doesn't work so well anymore with the jump changes, but back in the day it was good. And a beautiful knockdown. Oh my god. I think that was 3 players going down in the stack there. The friendly's throwing pressure as well. And you honestly couldn't have had a better time stun. Really nice wipe. And finally, guys, for the last clip today, we have got Chelsea Smile New World. And Chelsea is playing Spear and Ice Gauntlet. This is an incredible fight. I don't even know how to commentate it. The positioning is amazing. Lots of direction change. The trap with the Ice Gauntlet moving back around and through the enemy players, keeping up the offense with the light attacks to keep the stamina coming back. Huge healing on the shirking heals as well. Getting in the middle, big damage and lifesteal off the spin. Again, rotating around these guys, not moving in one direction, staying super multi-directional. The enemy player goes off the edge. Holy crap, that is such a satisfying wipe to see from such a unique build. Really well played. I want to thank everybody so much for sending in those clips. Again, if you guys have some clips you want to send in, send it to Kristofer at pvpnewworld.com. And of course, everybody featured in today's episode, they are down below in the description. I am going to do my best to get YouTube links to everybody down there. If you were featured in this episode and you have a YouTube channel I didn't link, please, 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 please let me know, and I'll make sure to link it for everybody. But yeah, a huge thank you to everybody for sending in your clips. I know that these are some older clips, and I would love to do another top 5. It depends on you guys. Do you have the clips? Do you want to send them? Do you want to see more? Let me know. Otherwise, thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed, and I hope you're looking forward to another video tomorrow. See you guys next time.